You can now get a Tesla Model 3 for $36,000 or less, and a Tesla Model Y for $39,000 or less, depending where you live. Now, this sounds ridiculous, but it's true. And the reality is, Tesla still makes a pretty significant profit on those cars at those prices. And the truth is, that profit that they make will only increase within the next few months. That's a scary position to be in if you are one of their competitors. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Great to have you here. Welcome back, everyone else. Just want to say thank you so much to all of you for your support over the past 18 months since we started this YouTube channel. We're nearly at 100,000 subscribers. It's awesome to have all of you. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the electric revolution and the truth. The truth is, a lot of the truth on here that I present, some of the videos, people don't like them because I try to be as objective as possible. And a lot of people don't like objectivity. They prefer to be fed a constant diet of whatever they want to hear. What's it called? Cognitive bias, where we just search for things that reinforce our own worldview. And honestly, I often don't do that. I'm sorry, but I don't. On this channel, I try to be as objective as possible. When I'm comparing, say, Tesla to someone else or BYD to someone else, I try to just talk about the facts. A lot of the time, those facts are, well, they're not that palatable. I've seen comments in the comment section quite a bit saying, it's unfair that I compare Tesla's vehicles to vehicles from other manufacturers. It's unfair. I find that hard to believe that people would really seriously think it's unfair. I don't understand why people think that, but they do. Now, China. Tesla, as I predicted, and some of you predicted as well, has decreased the price of their cars, of every single model in China. The truth is, right now, XPeng is in significant danger of bankruptcy, which is a shock to me. Frankly, they make excellent cars. They're about to deliver a whole bunch of vehicles in Europe. Honestly, if XPeng was a European manufacturer, we would be going, wow, look at this company. They're amazing. Their vehicles would be flying off the shelves. They would have so much demand, they wouldn't be able to keep up. And they would have hit their goal this year of 300,000 vehicles built and delivered easily. But the truth is, they're in China. They're competing with about 100 other electric vehicle manufacturers who are, well, almost 98% of those are selling at a loss. That's what Tesla has to compete with in China. And still, they are doing so while making massive profits. People don't realize Tesla's cost to build their vehicles in China is staggeringly low. Even at these new prices, Tesla will still make a big profit. That profit will increase once they start using CATL structural batteries and their new M3P battery packs in their new vehicles. Now, one of two things will happen. More than likely, Tesla will change the size of the battery packs in the new Model 3s and Model Ys within the next 3 to 4 months that are built at their factory in China. The reason being, the new batteries have nearly 20% more energy density, meaning you don't need as big a pack, meaning Tesla will save money, meaning, well, more profit for Tesla, and potentially bringing the prices down of these cars, not just in China, but in other places as well. So the point of this video is to tell you that, you know what? China is difficult. China is the future of the automotive industry. Basically, look at China today. That's where everywhere else will be by 2030. So Tesla is competing right now with 2030 everywhere else. That's essentially what they're at. 100 different EV manufacturers, right? Everyone who isn't bankrupt by 2030 will be focusing primarily on electric vehicles. And if they're not, they're Toyota, they're going to be dead in the water. Toyota has so much debt that if it loses 50% of its sales, it'll be dead within 2 years, unless there's massive, we're talking like $50 billion bailout for the Japanese government. Can they afford that? Can they keep on printing money the way they are? I don't know. But the reality of the situation is the entire industry will be very different. And it'll be very much like China is today in 2030. So Tesla is competing in this crazy battleground. But the thing is, China is actually even more difficult than 2030. If you think about it, how many manufacturers will be able to continue to sell at a loss in 2030, right? That's not long-term feasible. These Chinese automakers who are selling at a loss now, they can't do that for 10 years. They can't continue to do that. At some point in time, you've got to start making a profit. That is the only alternative. So Tesla, right, are now pricing their vehicles on par with gasoline-powered vehicles in China. Have a look at the market. Have a look at vehicles from BMW, Audi, Mercedes, even Volkswagen. Have a look at them spec for spec, feature for feature. If you do the comparisons, you'll see that Tesla's price of its vehicles now in China is on par with gasoline-powered vehicles. Stellantis, what do they say? They can't do that. Toyota, they said they can't do that. Pretty much everyone in the legacy automotive industry says they can't do that. Tesla can do it now. We're not talking about 5 years away when the cost of batteries will be even less than what it is today, but Tesla can do it now. That's what's scary. And it's exciting. It's exciting as well because, I mean, realistically, these price decreases, yeah, they're not going to be carried on in the US. Not yet. They will. Not yet. Tesla, at some point over the next 12 months, will decrease the prices of the Model Y and the Model 3 in a series of other countries worldwide. Now, every model has decreased in price. And because the Tesla Model Y has the best resale of any vehicle in China, and because a lot of people don't like it when they pay more for a car and the price goes down, apparently Tesla's offices in China have been stormed by the public. A bunch of angry buyers have rushed into their offices and protested, and they're putting up a big fuss. They are being very, very reactive to this situation. I understand where they're coming from, but maybe this is taking things a little bit too far. Now, the Model 3 rear-wheel drive has dropped in price from 291,000 RMB to 280,000 RMB. That's about 36,000 US dollars. The performance variant decreased in price from 377,000 RMB to 350,000 RMB. So the performance Model 3 now costs 48,000 US dollars. Price of the Model Y, it's gone down from 317,000 RMB to 299,988 RMB. That means it now qualifies for the Chinese government subsidy. All cars in China, if they're priced over 300,000 RMB, don't qualify for like the federal government subsidies on electric cars. Because it's now 12 RMB, which is like $2 below this figure, it now qualifies. So it brings the price down significantly. Means the price now is, well, around just under 39,000 US dollars for the standard range variant, which, considering quality and the size of car you're getting here, it's just a staggering price. Unbelievable. Now, this isn't including subsidies from state government. If you actually buy your electric car in Shanghai, right, which is a city of 26.9 million people, it's probably actually a bit higher than that. That was in 2019. So probably about 30 million people. You can actually get an additional 1,500 US dollars off the price. So you're going to get your Model Y in Shanghai. Everyone in Shanghai can get a Model Y for around 37,000 US dollars. That's just ridiculous. Imagine if that was the price in other countries. The subsidies in China actually aren't that big compared to the subsidies for EVs in Europe. They're actually much bigger. Subsidies in New Zealand, they're much bigger. Subsidies in the US, much, much bigger. We all have this impression, this idea, right, that subsidies in China are what are driving the market, but the subsidies are actually not that big in comparison to other countries. That said, still, 37,000 US dollars. And that's the case in many other Chinese states or cities, depends on which city you're living in. Many cities have subsidies in addition to the Chinese federal government subsidies. So in many cities, you're going to be looking at paying between 35 to 37,000 US dollars for the Model Y, maybe even less depending on where you're living. So as a result of these lowered prices, Tesla's website crashed. There were so many people trying to jump on the website and order immediately. Their website couldn't handle the traffic and it just crashed, went down. Yeah. This demand in China for Tesla's electric vehicles is now going to just go through the roof. There's no question about it. There was a slight issue there. They did decide not to actually increase production at the factory to the full 100% that they were planning on. They only put it at about 90 to 95% of production capacity at the factory because of this situation where, they're making so many EVs. They're at a run rate of 23,000 EVs per week. They decided to only manufacture about 21,500. Now I believe they'll ramp up factory production to 23,000, 100%. The orders they're going to get are going to be astronomical for this car. People in China, they know the resale value for these cars is often higher on the used car market than it is to buy them new, which is crazy. Now, every single model of Model Y and Model 3 has come down in price by between 2 to 3 to 4,000 US dollars. They were already very well priced. Realistically, when you look at the prices, now, absolute incredible deal. Now, as a result of this, the Model 3 standard range rear-wheel drive model in China, it had a delivery time frame of about 1 to 3 weeks. Now it's already changed to 4 to 8 weeks. I can see delivery timelines changing drastically within the next few weeks. those figures where you could buy basically a Chinese vehicle from Tesla's inventory within the last couple of weeks. That won't be the case anymore. I don't think that's going to happen again for at least another year. And that will mean probably a shortage of supply potentially to other countries. Unfortunately, that's going to be the result of this price decrease in China. 1.4 billion people. Remember, Chinese population has more savings than any other population in the world. They've got more savings than us in Australia. They've got more savings than people in the US. That's everyone. That's the entire country. The percentage of savings per person is the highest in the world. There's plenty of capacity here for spending, and we're going to see that start now. Now, one other thing that just happened as well. Tesla quietly launched a new referral program in China. Teslarati says that the company's new referral program is unique, and it takes the form of a treasure box that can provide various prizes for customers. So Tesla owners or prospective owners will have the opportunity to open a treasure box and acquire gifts for successful referrals. Now, some of the potential rewards in this program include things like the Tesla mic, which sold out because it was widely popular. In fact, it sold out within like 12 hours. They've sold hundreds of thousands of Tesla mics in China. People love karaoke in their cars. Strange, but they do. Now, you can also get supercharging miles, a Model Y children's walker, and full self-driving as a reward. And Tesla has said that some customers might even be able to acquire more than one prize when they draw from the treasure box. So the more people you refer, every time you refer someone, you get to go into this kind of lottery where you win some sort of prize. I've just bought more Tesla stock. As a result, I see only good things coming in the future for this company. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.